Oh, hey, buddy. I love you. I love you. Thank you. So,
Look at you.
let's see. I saw. Obviously, I'm sorry if I sound a little slow. I'm not. I'm gonna make sure I don't touch you. So I'm a little sick. So I'll make sure not to talk like right into your face and stuff. But I wanted to know.
Come here, so you tangled up.
Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, buddy. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Hey. How did you even do this? How did you do this? There you go. How did you do that, crazy boy? Hey, Bubba. Yeah, so I guess just describe to me your main issues and then we can work them out.
So, well, how we, the houses are aligned is my back porch faces another back porch. It's like a L shape. So, anytime we're out there, or if the other dog is out there, it's barking.
Oh, he's barking, yeah. Hey, Bo.
It's like with any dog now. He's just barking.
Does he bark when he's out here with other dogs?
Nope.
He doesn't bark out here?
Did we run into a dog? I don't think we ran into a dog.
Okay.
It's just, I want to be able to go on the back porch and not have to come back in because
He's barking. Have you told him to stop?
I have. And
I know I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah,
I'm just yeah.
But if I stop, he doesn't, then we go in the house. And so it's like it has been nice days lately. And I don't want, I know that's a form of redirection.
Yeah.
But I need him to be able to, and it's not like, okay, Bo, enough.
Yeah.
That enough is not even working.
Yeah.
It's like we're going in the house and then we'll try it a moment later and then it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Even with people walking in the neighborhood, it's like he's barking at them.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm trying to see another incident.
So I guess I'll ask a couple of questions because that kind of clarifies things. Then I'm just like watching them and stuff like that, and just watching some of the interactions. So the prong collar and the e-collar, have you been able to use those at all?
He does better with them.
Yeah.
But like now, this is our daily walk with no collar.
Okay.
And so I wanted to be able to do that because, like I told you the other day, I was going to the airport and I was supposed to drop him off, and I couldn't, and we didn't have any collars or anything. So it was like, I need to turn around and I need to go back to the house, and I can't take my trip because I have no one to watch him. He can stay at the house with my son, but my son is not going to be attentive to him. He's going to be in the crate all day, and I don't want him in the crate all day because when I'm home, it's like free roam downstairs.
Yeah.
And so, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Nope. Good boy.
Well, maybe if is it so like is there a reason you don't want to use the stuff on your daily walk?
I just want him to get used to it because I travel a lot for work.
Yeah.
And so,
are you not allowed to use it or?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the facility.
Gotcha.
And so, like with getting his nails trimmed, they're gonna remove all that equipment.
Right.
So I want him to be able to get his nails trimmed without having to attempt to bite someone, because I don't want to be liable for that.
Yeah. So think about it this way. So like
Bo.
if you have it on,
Bo.
Whoop. Nope. Shh. Hey. Stop. Sit. So if you think about it this way, so like, nope. Shh. Hey. Sit. Nope. Sit. Bo. Hey. Sit. Sit. Sit, buddy. Good boy. I love you. So, all right, I'll accept that in a down. So you can think about it like if you think about like obedience competitions. I'll give this example. You could also think about like human sports, like football or something like that, or basketball or whatever it is. People will wear, things that would be illegal to wear in competition while they're practicing, but it's because it improves them. No, back over here. Bo, sit. It's because it improves their performance on game day, if that makes sense. Sit. Sit. It improves their performance on game day because they practiced, like say you put ankle weights on or something like that, right? Like, oh, you have to take them off, but you're better on the day of. So if you think about it like in his mind, if you use it on a regular basis for everything else, and it's just on all the time, he doesn't think of it as a thing. So it's on, he's using it, he's wearing it. But when you go to take it off, if you do it right, then he's thinking about you because it's all attached to you. It's your voice. It's what you're saying to him, not the tool. So then when you take him to the groomer, if you've been consistent with following up and making sure that he listens to you properly, and like you punish things when you need to, like even right here, if you had the tool, you could pop once and then tell him to sit back down, and he'd be like, oh, and he'd chill. And so the way that helps is that when you take him to the groomers, then your nope has meaning. You just tell him nope, enough, right? Because it was always followed up before. And so even if you don't have the tool on him then, he respects what you said. Because before, every time what you said was followed up by consequences, good or bad. So that being consistent here, everywhere else, makes the grooming appointment easier. Does that make sense? Or you have questions?
It's just that. Okay. So how does it work? See, like with this.
Yeah.
How does it work with me not being around using it? Because when I say I travel a lot, like sometimes I travel 4 times a month.
Yeah.
So wherever he's going, they may be like, well, they may take the equipment off.
Right.
So now, what is his behaviors? To attempt to bite someone? To not obey?
I mean, he shouldn't have that issue. But the only way to mitigate it is this. Is because, like, as an example, say that this is the hard part with like boarding places and different issues, like with obedience, not listening to commands, with someone. Well, if they don't give the right command, like if they're like, oh, Bo, allez-vous, right, or something, like they speak a foreign language, he won't do it, even if he knows the command in English, as an example. So if they don't give him the commands correctly, or they don't follow up the commands correctly, then yeah, maybe he won't. But the best thing that we can do is be like, hey, like you can tell him, these are the commands he knows, and this is how I follow through with it typically. Maybe they don't want to do it that way. But that being said, it still is true that when you are with him, you following through the same way every time consistently will make it easier in all of those other circumstances, because then he at least has some consistency in practice, even if it's not perfect. Some is better than none, if that makes sense.
So the consistency would be, Bo, come. Bo?
Right here. Nope. Come. So that's
Good
the
boy.
consistency, is clarity of communication.
Bo, sit. Bo, nope, sit. Bo.
So right here, that's the only piece that we're missing
Bo.
there.
Sit.
That's
Good
good.
boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
And so what we would want
Good
there
boy.
is, okay,
Nope.
so he got up from it. Yep.
Good boy.
There we go. That's good. So that's a little better,
See,
right?
this is the most he's done for me. At home,
Yeah.
is
It's all about follow through. Only because even if we teach him commands,
no.
he doesn't ever understand the words,
Good boy.
if that makes sense. He doesn't ever speak English. So what he does understand is the consequences that come from doing it or not doing it. So I put up a little short video actually recently. It's like 2 minutes and 25 seconds long. I'll send it to you. It's super short. And it talks about the 4 levers that you have at your disposal with Bo. I like to use I used the example in this video of like with a kid. Say you want your kid to wash the dishes. You have 4 options to move them towards washing the dishes. One, you can be like, I'll give you $50. And then if you give him $50 when he washes the dishes, is he going to be more or less likely to wash the dishes next time?
Now. Good boy.
What do you think?
Good boy.
More or less likely?
You said giving?
Yeah, I gave him
More likely.
$50 because it's way more likely. Next time I ask him to wash dishes, he'd be like, yes, sir. Let me go wash the dishes, man. Like, I want to. Please let me wash the dishes.
Sit.
You know?
Sit.
So the equivalent of that is
Good boy.
Bo getting any kind of benefit that he likes. It could be, one thing that I know Bo likes a lot and that you don't seem to mind a ton. He likes this. Bo, hey bud, hey buddy. Bo. He loves this. Oh, good boy. And if it's invited, there's not a problem, right? If he just jumps on me, then and when I don't want it, maybe I tell him to stop, right? But if I'm like, hey buddy, good boy, he loves this. This is one of his favorite things, right? He also loves going around and sniffing stuff. Oh, right? He loves that. So you can use those things. That's simple. Because then you don't have to have extra stuff, treats and all that other crap. Like that, because that is one of my #1 failures with people. I used to train almost exclusively with treats. I mean, like getting people to use treats. They like giving treats to their dog, but getting them to carry it consistently and use it properly, horrifying, right? So like use that stuff that he likes, right? When he does it right. So that's like the $50. What's another way you could get your kid to wash the dishes?
Nope.
You could nag him, right? You could nag them. My wife will do that to our son. Have you washed the dishes yet? Did you wash the dishes? Are you going to wash the dishes? Why haven't you washed the dishes yet? When are you going to wash the dishes? Are you going to wash the dishes now? And what that does is it makes it more likely that next time when she's like, hey, can you go wash the dishes? He'll just go wash the dishes. You know why? Because he don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, that is going to be so annoying, right? So what that is in dog training, the equivalent of that is using pressure. So pressure's on and pressure's turned off. And I have a prong collar with me, but I'll actually just use this flat collar.
Okay.
Because I think that he'll respond just fine to the flat collar in this case. Because it's only been, a week?
I think it's tangled in there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it out. Okay. It hasn't been super long since I dropped
And I think another thing,
Yeah.
he has dominance over females.
Women?
Noticed
Like
Females.
humans?
Like with males,
Yeah. Like dogs or people?
people.
Oh, people? Okay.
He's more compliant with males than females.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's an approach difference. It just depends on the female, I guess.
I'm saying because like with myself, he listens, but it's like you said, nagging. And like I took him to my mother's house and we had to leave and come back home.
Oh yeah?
He was barking and growling at her so bad I was afraid that he would attack her.
Okay.
But when other males walk up, he's very friendly.
Oh.
Like he's jumping on them and his tail is wagging. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna help you fix that. It's pretty simple if you do it. I know you can do it. Oh God, you want it now, huh? Yeah, because he's a smart boy. And he will listen to you. I promise. I promise you. Let's go, bud. Let's go. Let me go grab my leash. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. That's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Hello. Boop. Sit. Nope. Thank you, buddy. That jig will hurt.
Okay.
Gotta release that slow. Yeah, so this is just like a regular flat collar. So it doesn't have any prongs or anything like that in this case. Just make sure it's on tight enough so it doesn't get out of it. The other thing that I have, which I will get, which I like to recommend to people, this one might work. You can use this, or you can also, I think his head's small enough for this. He's not huge head boy. Yeah, that works fine. They also have one that's a you can also use the metal one. That's like, it just basically, it's what a lot of people call a choke chain. But this one's just a slip lead. So it's like a backup collar that if he like pulled out of the collar or something like that, that would still be on.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'll show you with the flat collar just to show you like, it doesn't have to be tool reliant. And then I'll show you how the tool can make it easier with an e-collar, because you can even just do it with a flat collar and an e-collar. And that will get you basically everything you need. Or you can do it with just a flat collar if you know what you're doing. So if we go take them on a walk, and I'll just take a couple of things I saw. So as an example, with the recall, because I saw that video as well. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a problem, right? He's not coming back at all, right? So the one thing to do is think about it from like the dog's perspective, right? So from Bo's perspective, what is communication to him? It's not rational language. It's like a sound, but then there's other stuff, right? Plus the sound, right? So they respond to like body language cues. They respond to like vibe almost, right? So that's one thing I'm noticing is, and this is not like a dig, because this is just a personality question sometimes, right? Because like I'm all amped up a lot of the time, and I can be like really like blah 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 blah. Well, you're not. You know, you're kind of chilled out in the way that you talk, and because of that, with Bo, sometimes what I think might be happening in this case is it can be unclear to him what you want, because you're saying a word, but there's not the other cues that are like vibe cues almost. And so then that can make it where it's not quite as clear to him what he's supposed to do. And so then he might not even know that he's just ignoring you, if that makes sense. But then I think that there are genuinely times where like he did get the message, but he was just like, oh, I'm kind of doing this thing right now. And he might just ignore you. And so then the main thing there is to just be more consistent with the follow-up, with the consequences, right? So in this case, it could be with something like with the growling and the barking at people. That's not going to be anything other than just a penalty. So the difference between a penalty and just pressure is designed to help them do something more often the next time. So like as an example, if I go, okay, let's see, Bo's out doing his thing, Bo, come. Right, he comes back, good boy, right? But if he hadn't come back, I would have popped him one time on the leash. Boop. And I would have popped him hard enough where he went, whoa, and then he would have come back to me, right? And then I would have made sure he came back. And if he didn't, then I would have like increased the consequences and made him come back to me, right? Good boy, dude, good job, right? But if I do a penalty, that's a little different, right? So in this case, pressure's on, Bo, come, right? So I put a little pressure towards me, he feels it, or if I want him to sit, I can go sit. He sits, as soon as he sits down, his butt hits the ground, pressure's off, right? So there's pressure up, and then he sits, pressure's gone, right? So that means that if you ask him to sit and he doesn't sit right away, and I go like this, sit, right? And then he sits down, right? Then next time he'll be more likely to just sit and not get up. Why? Because last time he felt pressure, he escaped the pressure when he sat, and then he knows, okay, next time I'll avoid the pressure completely if I just sit, right? The way that a penalty is different than that is a penalty is like you're not trying to make something more likely to happen next time. You're trying to make something less likely to happen next time. So as an example with the barking or the growling or acting like you go bite somebody, you penalize that by making it really not a good day for him. Like, and not like spaced out, because like if it's 5 minutes later, he won't get it, right? It's like right there. It's immediate. Where it's like there's an immediate, really unfun thing that happens. And it's clear that it's connected to the thing that he did. So like say that if it was me and we were like hanging out at your mom's house, right? We were hanging out at your mom's house and Bo was there and then he was growling at your mom. Oh, I would beat his ass. Not actually, but you know what I mean. I'd be like, dude, what the heck do you think you're doing, bro? I would go, nope, and then I would pop him, right? Or tap the e-collar. And I would do it to the point where he's like this. That's what I want to see, right? Because what's the point? The point is I want him to never ever do that again, right? That's totally unacceptable, right? And the problem is that not only is it unacceptable, good Lord, dude, you're having fun. Holy crap. He's happy though. But not only is it super unacceptable, but it will hurt him more. So like, I think of it as a trade-off, right? So it's like, does anybody like being mean to their dog? Hopefully not. Oh, Bo, Christ. Okay, easy, easy, easy. Bo, whoa, whoa, whoa. Enough, enough, shh, enough. Easy. Enough. Hey. Hey, chill. Enough. 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 Nope. Nope. Shh. Nope. 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 No. Easy. Bo, sit. Sit. All right. Easy. Easy. Enough. Nope. Enough. Come on. Nope. All right. So that's like a brief example of how I would do that, but that wasn't super effective for a couple of reasons. One, it's just a consistency thing, but then also number two is that flat collar, very limited, right? Because you heard he went, ah. I don't like that. It freaks me out. It freaks me out because I don't like hitting the dog on the neck. Because if you do that hard, like too hard, you can like hurt the neck, right? And then like the harness, you're just like, you're basically impotent because you can't correct with the harness at all. Which is why I like the tools. But in this case, the e-collar would be the easiest there, because then if he's not like doing his thing, I just tap the e-collar. So I will put it on just so I can show you how I would use it, because maybe we can have a little bit more, if we have a better understanding of how to use it properly and how using it can make it when you don't have it on, he'll listen better even when you don't have it on, because that's what you want, right? But paradoxically, the way that you get to him listening better with it off is to have it on a lot. If that makes sense. Because like, you would think like, okay, well, he needs to get used to not having it on, so like I'm gonna like do most of the things without him having it on. But the training tool itself is useful because the effects aren't, as long as the effects of the tool are not attached to the tool. So what that means is dogs get what's called collar wise. And what that means is that basically they learn that when you put the collar on, right? And so I have a lot of people that will tell me like, oh, like all I have to do is like show him the e-collar remote and then he'll listen, right? I do not want that. The reason that I don't want that is because then where's the power? Showing him the tool. Well, what if you don't have it? Then you have a problem, right? Which is what you're worried about. But if the tool is, you know, in your pocket and he has that collar on all out of the day, it's just hanging there. It doesn't mean anything to him, right? It's just a collar he wears. And he's like, oh yeah, I wear this collar. And like, even if you don't use it, like, cause what will happen is if you use it consistently, then over time you use it less and less. Cause then it's like, he just listens. And so then you're not using it. He just has it on, but you're not doing anything with it, right? It's just there. And he doesn't think anything of it. It's just a random thing he wears, just like his harness or his flat collar or anything else he wears. It doesn't mean anything special. And so then when you do use it, as long as you proceed using it with your voice, you give him the thing first, right? You tell him nope, or you tell him come, and then nope if he doesn't come, or you tell him whatever it is. And then this only comes after something you said. Then it's like, oh, that came from you, right? Or whoever said it. Or that came from me, right? Not from here. He doesn't know what this is. This doesn't exist to him. He's never like looked at this ever, right? To him, all that makes any difference is me or you, right? So the idea there is that once you do that, then the e-collar becomes like a prop. They just wear it just in case, but you don't use it all that often. But you use it when you need to, and that's the important part. Because when you need it, it makes all the difference in the world. Because say they test you, and they're like, oh, I'm not going to do it. Well, then you use this, right? After you tell him nope, you communicate with him verbally first, and then he does it after he feels this, because he's like, oh, crap, they mean business. And then next time, what's going to happen? You ask him to sit or down or do whatever, he just does it. Because he's like, oh, I'm going to avoid that, right? And then you put on the back end of that something else, right? You're like, oh, good boy, good job, buddy. Okay, good job. And then he runs around, right? So I'll show you a little bit with it and how you might use it in obedience. So what I want you to do is just call him over to you.
Bo, come.
Oh, that went well. That went better than I was hoping for. I was hoping it would go worse than that. Yeah. Is that better than what normally happens? Or
That's
okay.
unbelievable.
Okay.
Normally Bo is like 5 times.
Yeah.
And then I'm picking him up and I'm taking him in the house.
Yeah.
And then sometimes if he's not ready, he'll try to ignore my hand.
Try again.
Bo, come.
That looks good.
Good boy.
That's good.
Bo, sit. Bo,
Tell him
sit.
nope. Oh, there you go.
Good
That's good.
boy.
Good job, buddy.
Bo, you do this and at the house.
All right.
So good
Ask him
boy.
for it down.
Bo, down.
Tell him nope.
Bo, nope, nope, nope. Bo, sit. Down.
Ask him for it down again.
Bo, down. Bo, down. Bo, nope, Bo, down, Bo. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Good boy.
So that last one, I turned the e-collar up a little bit, tapped it, and then he downed. Right? But here's the trick, is personally, what I don't want, and I don't have this with my dog because it would piss me off, and it was like why? Is he like, it feels like not the relationship I want to have with my dog. Is if I have to do that every time I want him to down, what are we doing? Like, why do I even have a job, right? Like, okay, good boy, right? And that's the other thing is if you think about like how to reward him, that okay right there, if I go okay, that's not exciting, that's not fun, right? So make it a party. Tell him, okay, good job, buddy, good, yes, good job, okay, good, right? If I make it fun like that for him, then he's like, oh yeah, dude, sick, I get released. Because like that zoomy thing he did there, what he was doing a lot of the time with me is when I would say okay, he would do that. He'd be so pumped up that I'd like released him. It was so rewarding to him that he would just be like, yeah, right? And like that's what you want to see, because that's like a huge reward, right? And then it makes that thing that you asked him to do appealing next time. So I'll ask you, just go ahead and ask him to down again.
Bo. Come. Bo. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Bo. Down. Bo. Down. Nope. The bow. Down. Good boy.
That's good.
Good boy.
Is that any better than before?
You're such a good boy. Good boy.
Or is it about the same?
It's better.
A little better?
But it's better because he has the gear on.
Well,
I guess I got to get used to him having it on, so when he doesn't have it on, he complies. So that's my thing.
Precisely. So the way it works is that, like, okay, in that case, the reason that it was better that time wasn't because he has it on. It's because last time he knew it happened.
Okay.
Right? So like, because the cool thing is that like my dog Zuri, she has the gear on some of the time and sometimes she doesn't, but she always listens, right? But what I did is I had the gear on a lot, but then like now when she has it on, man, I almost never use it. Almost never. We'll take a whole walk in the park for an hour and a half and I'll ask her to do lots of different things and I never use it because she normally complies like 95% of the time, right? And then if she doesn't, then I'll normally just be like, hey, Zuri, nope, get over here, down, and then she'll down, right? But I don't normally have to resort to this just because she normally listens, right? But the only reason that's true is because I used it for a while before. So I was consistent with it, and she knows that I will if I have to, right? Like, she just knows I'm gonna back it up, basically. So like, Bo, come on, bud, let's go, good boy. So ask him to down again. As soon as he's up, come on, buddy, good boy.
Bo. Down.
Tell him nope.
Nope. Bo. Good boy.
There you go, bud.
Good boy.
All right, now give him a release.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, that's good, you good boy.
Good
Oh,
boy. He's such a good boy.
he is.
Good boy.
He's a smarty.
Yeah.
He's a smart boy. Yes, good. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. So, basically we need to recharge the nope, right? Because right now you say nope and he kind of like doesn't care that much, right? The only reason that a dog would care about hearing that word is if when you say it and then he doesn't like pay attention and do what you asked, something bad happens, right? And that could be, it could be, Bo, come. Nope. It could be just that. Nope. Come. Come, bud, come. Okay. Good boy, right? It could just be that, right? So just a pop of a collar, that could be useful, but it needs to be whatever it needs to be, right? And that's determined by him, right? So like if that's not enough, then you're gonna know because it didn't work, right? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, there you go, good boy. What are you doing, you crazy, you munchkin? Bo, down. Because that's what you want, right? Okay, good boy. Right? You'd like to be able to walk around and just Bo down. And Bo downs. Bo, down. Good boy. Okay. Yeah, come on. Bo, down. You stink eyeing me for? Okay. Come on. Yeah. Right? That's what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
That's nice, right? Or, Bo, let's go. Let's go, come on. Good job. Bo, come. Come. Good, Bo, sit. Okay. Good job. Right? So you can get that quickly. All it involves is having the tool on. But think of it this way: if you say this is what happens sometimes. Say you get mad. Some people do this. I don't know if you do this, but some people do something like this where they'll get frustrated with their dog. The dog's not listening. They're like, all right, fine, I'm gonna go get the e-collar. And they go put the e-collar on. And they're like, do it, and then they don't do it. And they're like, boom, right? What happens then is, what do they think when they see you go get that collar and put it on? They're like, oh crap. Oh no, it's the thing. That's the thing that's bad. But if in the morning, say you want to take him out for a walk or something like that, hey buddy, come here, Bo, right? You see your buddy, you're like, oh, good job, buddy. Oh, yeah, I love you, good boy. And you take the collar and you put it on, and you're like, oh, you're a good boy. All right, good job, buddy. And then you have the collar on just like every time. And you're like, oh, good boy. And then you're like, all right, let's go for a walk. And you guys go for a walk. Does that collar have any meaning at all? Zip, zero, nada. It means nothing. It doesn't mean anything bad, doesn't mean anything good. He knows you put it on every time. It's all good. And so then it can't be that he listens because he has the gear on. He don't know which one the gear is. They're all geared to him. The harness is geared, the leash is geared, the flat collar would be gear, the e-collar's gear, whatever he's wearing is gear. He doesn't know what he's wearing or not wearing in that case, because they're all neutral, because you put them on most of the time anyway. And so then when you use it, he doesn't think, oh, it's that collar, it's the e-collar. He's just like, oh, I should have listened to mom. You know what I mean? I should have listened. I should have known that if I did, something not great was going to happen. But then also that, oh, I know if I do listen, party time, something good happens, right? And then I normally let choices like this happen, right? Because he's like, who's that, right? So I'll let him look. Goofy boy. Bo, come. Right, and I can just recall him, or I can tell him let's go, or whatever. And so then this becomes a prop because I can just control. Ideally, I never lock this. Ideally, because I can just ask him to do stuff verbally. Right, so like as an example, ideally on a walk, I have the flexi on, and I have it on a prong collar, or not a prong collar, because you could use a flat collar just fine as long as you have the e-collar. E-collar is just as good. He doesn't need the prong collar at this point necessarily, right? But you can be like, all right, let's go. So let's walk around this loop a little bit, or actually, let's walk over there because there might be other dogs. But like ideally, what you do is you use this as a prop. So this doesn't actually do anything, right? And you guide his movements with your voice. And then if he doesn't do it right away, right, then you can use the e-collar to back up what you said, but instead of the leash for most of the time. And then what will happen is, if you do that every time, after like 3 or 4 walks, you'll find yourself not using this. You'll just be telling him stuff, and he'll be listening to it. So like as an example, say, I don't want him to run up to that dog. I can recall him, or I could say, let's go, or I could do all kinds of different stuff. And if he doesn't do it, I can just back it up. So if like say I go, Bo, let's go. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Bo, come on. Good job. And say that I see somebody, I'm like, all right, I want to walk by them. Bo, heel. Right here, heel. Nope. Heel.
She will ignore you, dog.
Bo, sit. Sit, bud. Nope. There you go, boy.
Good dog.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's smart. Okay. Good job, buddy. Bo, come. Nope. Come. There you go. So, do you think I used it? I did right there.
Oh, you did?
One time. Yep. And the place that I used it was I said come, and he started to come back to me, but then he was like, and started circling back the other way. Right. So at that point, I was like, all right. Nope. And then right after I said nope, I tapped it. Right. And then what did he do? Came right back to me. Right. So then I don't have to like constantly be getting yanked or like locking the leash all the time. I can just ask him to do stuff and he'll do it, and he'll comply with less and less like need for any kind of e-collar if the e-collar is consistent every time. Because then he'll be like, all right, well, I'm not going to test that because I know what happens every time. It's the same thing, right? Bo, come. Nope. Come. Nope. Come. All the way over here, bud. Come. Come on. That was a lazy come, bro. That was lazy. Goofball. Okay. Good job, buddy. Is any of this been helpful so far, I hope?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. And like, we come out here and train all the time. So if you need like more help, you're always welcome to meet me out here. Or even if you're just like, I want to train to do figure eights between my legs, I'll be like, all right, come out. I can probably show you how to do it. I won't do it for you, but I can show you. Yeah. Because I don't mind this. I like having people hang out. Yeah. And I like your dog, so. Yeah. Get him. I know them. So just for a reference point, you're like, what are you doing? No, those two are two of our trainers. And Christian's over there. Get the food, Bo. All right, and this is a good point because he's very distracted. Bo, come. 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 Nope. Nope. Come. Nope. Nope. That's not it. Come. All the way. Come. Good boy. So the thing I want you to notice there is that if you want it to like look correct and you want him to do it right and come all the way to you, you can't accept less. Because if you do, then he'll be like, maybe I can just come up to there and then like lay down and she'll be cool with that. Because that worked last time. But if I'm like, that's not it, right? And I make him come all the way to me, then the next time he'll be like, well, I think I actually have to go all the way to her because that didn't work last time. Yeah. And then if he does it right, okay, goodbye. Good job. Right? And then he's free to go do his thing again. Yeah. You have any questions?
No.
No? Okay. And did you get a chance to watch through many of the videos that I had posted?
I did.
Good. I'm glad.
Come here. Bo, come.
He's your good boy.
No, you don't move. No, don't move. You know me, be okay. No, don't move. Stop moving.
Yeah, easy, buddy. Easy. Easy, buddy. Who's a good boy? Bo's a good boy. Bo's a good boy. But yeah, that's what I'd suggest. Is use the tools most of the time when you're with them.
Okay.
And use them consistently and be like however, like, use whatever, like there's no set level on the e-collar as an example. Or on how you need to use the prong collar, right? It needs to be enough to be effective.
Okay.
Because in my mind, the worst thing that I could do to a dog, other than like torturing them or something, right? Which would be evil. But the worst thing I can think of that I could do to a dog is not be clear. Because that's how dogs end up in shelters. That's how they get put down. That's how bad stuff happens to them. or that's how they end up having a bad relationship with their owner, because their owner's just like, dude, this freaking dog makes my life hell, right? And that happens when the owner's not clear with the dog and doesn't like make them do it, right? Like, because it's kind of like a kid. If we don't do it super clear and make sure they understand, like, hey, you can't do that, right? Like, that's going to be bad for you. Then they'll keep doing it, and like, it will make their life really bad in the future. And it's the same thing with a dog. Basically, what I'm telling you, you just got to be more disciplined with him and use these. But there's like he will like it. It will be good for him in the long run. He might not like it in the short term. Like, I don't like getting shocked, right? Because I've used this on myself lots of times, right? I've actually had clients walk me on it, and use it like I'm a dog, and then I respond, and that way I can tell them like when they're using it correctly. But so I know what it feels like, and it's like, it is effective on me as well.
Oh,
like,
no.
It will make me quickly figure out, oh, I need to be over there. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely need to be over there right now, because that seems to be like what they're trying to communicate to me. And then when I get it right, and like this goes away, I'm like, oh, sick, safe, things are good, right? And then they're like, good job, bud, like, let's go, you know. I'm like, all right, sick, cool, you know. And so making that very clear and understandable to the dog makes their long-term life better. So they might not like it at that moment, but you know what they do like? Going on walks and mom being happy with them. They love that. That's like the best thing in his whole world, is going to get stiff and stuff and hanging out with you. And so if being clear with him and like making consequences and using these tools when needed consistently makes it where that's possible and fun for both of you, that's worth it to me. Because then his world doesn't end up being, because I've seen it happen too many times, is where like somebody will get a dog and they love the dog, and then over time they end up resenting them. They resent them because they make their life hard, and then the dog ends up crated like a lot. They're in the crate all the time because they can't manage the dog because they don't listen. And I'm like, man, if you just smacked that dog one time, so to speak, like if you just told him, like, just like had a real conversation with him one time, and done that consistently for a while, then he could be out hanging out with the family, you know, and going on walks and going on hikes off leash and having a great time. Good boy. Yeah. So what I guess I'll ask you to do is try to put all that into practice. Okay. And just what you did was really good, sending me those couple of videos. If you want to, take some more videos, and then you can of like you trying to put it into practice. So like basically think of this as homework. So get the homework done. Try to do the homework, and then take some videos of it, and I'll have you just text me that you have a couple of videos you want to send me, and I'll have you send me through a different number.
Okay.
Because that number is a Google Voice number, and I'll show you, because it's kind of funny. Look what this looks like. Because it's Google Voice. Google Voice is bummy, so it looks ridiculous. Hey bud, what up?
Trying
dude?
to see what you want to see.
What up, dude? You want to see the phone? You can't read? No. This is what it looks like when it comes through the Google Voice.
Okay.
That looked like I think one of my trainers was like, he was like, what is that? He was like, it looks like it was shot on like a early 2000s like Razor flip phone or something, like. And I'm like, it probably didn't look like that on her phone when she sent it. And Google Voice just compresses it, so just text me and be like, hey, I have a few videos I want to send you, and I'll have you send them to me a different way.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, thank you for meeting up with me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Yeah, I'm here to help. Yeah, anytime you want to meet me here, especially if it's like Monday through Thursday, especially, just shoot me a text. Okay. And the good thing is that a lot of times I'm like, except for on Wednesday, but like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday especially, I might be out here. I'll probably say yes to 6 p.m. if you need it, because I live 5 minutes from here, and I a lot of times will train later in the day anyway. Yeah. So just let me know. Bo. Oh no, you're leaving. I'm gonna miss you. Boop, 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 boop. Goofball. Good thing that I did like to see is that he doesn't he's still doing good walking by people and dogs and stuff here. He's not like freaking out on anybody like he was when I first picked him up. Good boy, I love you. Actually, last thing I'll mention is with the thing on the porch. I wanted to mention that. So the thing with him barking on the porch, so dogs do bark and stuff like that, sure. But if you want to be able to chill on the porch, the enough is actually, it's the correct move. But it will only work for you if you make it work. So like if you say enough, like you mean that, Jake, basically. So like if he doesn't chill out, don't take him inside. Keep him out there, right? But make him chill, right? Like tap this e-collar a few times, and if he doesn't chill, be like, dude, I said enough, right? And use a little spatial pressure because it's effective with him. If I just go, Bo, hey, Bo, enough, enough, hey, enough, enough, chill, chill out, enough. Good boy. Bo! Enough, dude. Chill. Right? And so there, like, it kind of illustrates that you can combine that with using an e-collar if you need to. Where that was just fully
done. Like,
I was just giving him like, dude, chill out, bro.
He does.
It's just vibe, right?
It is.
It was just like I put spatial pressure on him, and I put like weird like presence pressure on him, and where he was like, dude, what the heck is going on, right? And that's like that combined with like if you need to back it up with like an e-collar, we're like, dude, no, like really, you have to chill out. So if he goes to bark and stuff like that, and you just want to be chilling on the porch, and you want him to not do that again, at any point, tell him to stop it. But like really actually tell him. So because the only thing that the reason I'm saying like really actually tell him, what I mean by that is that he don't understand. He just doesn't understand English. So and he's not telepathic. So we can't expect him to like if we tell him like I told him to stop, like did he know that? You know what I mean? Like because like I could tell him like, hey Bo, stop. He don't care about that. But if I'm like, Bo, stop, and then I like make him stop, like, dude, I said stop. You have to stop, right? Then I actually told him stop, right? Because then it wasn't just what I said, it was also the thing I did. Oh yeah, he likes the ducks, bro. Yeah, and I'm glad you're not crazy about like, oh, he shouldn't chase the ducks because I let him chase the ducks. I'm lying. I'm really lazy with it. I like when they chase them. I think it's just a natural behavior that dogs do that's fun. So I like watching them kind of like terrorize them a little bit. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, but reach out. But hopefully that helps with the porch thing. Okay. And there's a couple of videos. There's a little playlist that's called it's on our YouTube. That there's a couple of videos in there that might be helpful for you. That explain some of these concepts. There's one especially. So this one is Micro Lessons Real World Dog Training. So it's just like a collection of some videos that are like 2 minutes long instead of like, oh, I'm gonna make you watch like like an hour long video. You're like, I have a job. They're like 2 minute long videos, and they're pretty clearly labeled what they're supposed to be. So there's one here. Oh yeah, punishing a dog in a meaningful way, right? So what does it actually mean? Like, how do you actually do it? And there's another one called Dog Training Simplified, so it's like free education. right? So I'm continuing to add to that series, but I think some of those will be helpful.
Okay, Bo, come.
Yeah. Bo! Come, Bo, come. Oh, is he saying hello? Bite Claudia, do it. Bite her. Bite Connor's lips, do it. Let me actually, I'll send these to you. But this is actually like, so that particular like example, that's a perfect time to have the e-collar on.
Bo, come.
Because then when you say Bo come, you can back it
Good
up.
boy.
If he doesn't come.
Good boy. Hold up.
Good boy. Choo 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 choo.
So I had that friend.
Good boy. And then I think Christian.
Sorry, I was talking to them about their dogs.
Oh, okay.
And stuff.
Yeah, they're terrible trainers. Awful. Yeah, no.
He was working with that Rottweiler, so I was just
Oh,
talking
cool.
about
Yeah.
she's very large.
Very large.
She's overweight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was having a hard time like doing the
Oh,
training
dang.
because she was like, so.
Oh.
We might have to modify a few things.
Yeah. Shizzle.
Yeah. She's probably a good 10, 15 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, by the way, Bo's looking good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah, Bo looks good. He looks healthy.
Got some nice strength.
Yeah.
Muscle structure.
Yeah, he's got good muscle stuff, and
No.
He's starting to fill out.
he's got nice
Bo.
fur too. Bo, come.
Bo.
Hi, Bo.
What's up?
I know.
Bo's just retarded. He's just your good boy. He's just your moo moo.
Hi. I know.
We like Bo
We're best friends
around
now,
these parts.
huh?
Yeah.